Okay guys, I just have to do one more video before winter because I had some things to say, mostly for Alice's benefit because she was just here. But I wanted to do one more walkabout. And this is a really cute pot of stuff, and I can never remember the name, of course. It's something like Porticella pacuncha or something like that. And when Alice and the family got here, the first thing she did on our little walkabout was say, "Oh, your Porticella pacuna is so pretty." Whatever it's called. Anyway, of course, she knew exactly what it was called. Anyway, and I'm pretty sure that's not the name. But, anywho, okay. So I had a really great sage here and talked at great length with Alice, and then she offered to separate it for me, but I wouldn't let her, so I separated it, and Alice, I hope I didn't kill it, but there's half of it, and the other half is down here. And I just noticed today that it's got a few little green sprouts at the very bottom, so I'm hoping that's a good sign for next summer. But look guys, this morning I also found another tiny pansy from last year. They're so crazy. Anyway, here are a couple perennials I put in, but I have no idea what their names are, but I think they'll be really fun to have next year. So, continuing, our sunflowers, I don't think they're probably gonna have time to bloom, but they're still working on it. Also, this little patch where I've in the past planted a lilac, I've planted a hydrangea, I've given up and just put in some irises, and I bet by next summer they'll be doing fine. So I think maybe in the future I'll probably just make a bigger iris bed somewhere around here, but who knows. I did come in and weed out my whole garden, and I found two little zucchinis or cucumbers that made it out there in the big part. Everything else the birds got to, but I do have these zucchini plants, and I don't know if you can see them, but I've got some zucchinis on them actually. Some more sunflowers. These are a little bit better and seem to have a few blooms or blossoms up. No, blooms. Buds. That's what I'm looking for. So maybe that's the perfect place to have them. I don't know. Oh, I do want to point out, and I'll try to get it on the other side though, it's really funny to us how you can tell where we water. When I get to the other side, I'll point out what Cullen calls our lawn's tan line. It's just so dry, except for our septic field out there, which is nice and green. And Andy's been running a sprinkler down at his shop, so you can see a little bit of green down there too. But it's so stinking depressing how dry it is. And crunchy. I don't know if you can hear the grass, but here's our backyard where we just water like crazy. Just let the sprinkler run all the time. I did manage to get out in my irises and gave them a good weeding since the last time I walked around. So I think they'll be good to go next spring. They do just fine. And this crazy bed you've seen before, but Alice, I got a bunch of mulch, as you can see, and so we'll see how that does next spring. I also got these cute little wooden stakes or bamboo things to hammer into all of my perennials, because every spring stuff comes up and I can never remember where I've actually planted stuff. So hopefully that's gonna alert me. This is just kind of my wild flower bed, and I really like this ground cover. I have no idea what it is, but I think it's kind of pretty, this green stuff. And my hydrangea, as long as I keep it watered, it does well. The blooms look kind of crazy right now, and I'm not sure if they'll stay white next spring or not, or next summer, but it's got all sorts of new growth toward the bottom, so I'm excited about that. It should be fun. A couple more perennials. Oh, let's see. The reason I did this was to try to get a bee. So let me see if I can find one. I'll be very quiet. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's another one. The bees are usually just swarming over this sage. It's crazy. There are a couple more stakes because I have no idea what those little things are, but we'll see next year. And I guess that's getting close to about it. They're not really sunflowers, but they're wild, and I just think they're so pretty out here, along with the yarrow and the wild clover. Oh, now it's gonna get kind of bright. Here's a better, here's the suntan line that Cullen's talking about that cracks him up so much. It's just as far as our hose will go, so what are you gonna do? My patients are still doing okay. They're hanging in there. My pansy way back there, I guess it's two of them because one of them's bicolored and the other one is solid. And then this little one right here, I don't know what's up with them, but anyway, so I guess that's it. Oh no, here's a much better look at the green. I don't know why that cracks us up so much, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, oh boy, this has gotten to be 7 minutes long. I think I'd better end it. We'll talk soon. Bye.